Hi, my name is Normandy, and y'all are really going to be encouraged about this because when we went over to the gym last night to be prayed for, this was just laymen praying for laymen. So, I mean, it's just two girls who learned how to pray for you by using Randy's book called Ministry Team Training Manual. Y'all want to get this? And
I like her.
It really was easy. And so it starts with, this was a 5-step model for healing, okay, or for praying for the sick. And the first one is the interview. So the two girls that I was sent to interviewed me, and they wanted to know what the problem was. Well, the problem was in 08, I was in the hospital having a 6-inch tumor removed from the left side of my brain. And in the process of that, the doctor severed the nerve in my ear. So, of course, I have no ability to hear whatsoever. So they interviewed me, and then there was the prayer selection. So they had to decide how they were going to pray for me. And they decided that the Lord was telling them to spit in my ear. And so...
This is a good illustration of the sermon.
And so the girl asked me, is it okay if she spits in my ear? And I said, if the Lord's telling you to do it, you can spit in my eyeball. And so she spit in her hand and then rubbed it on her finger and put it in my ear, so she was real gentle. And so then the next step is prayer ministry. And so as part of that, you want to make sure that the person doesn't have any unforgiveness and things like that. And so they covered that with me. And so then they started praying. And you know, my part was just to receive. And so as they're praying, it didn't seem like it was very long, maybe 5 minutes. I started hearing like a wind in my ear. And just to hear that was amazing because, I mean, I can't hear nothing in there, or didn't used to. And so I heard this wind or an ocean sound. And so they're praying away, and they don't know that I'm hearing that. And so I stopped, and I said, would y'all like to go to the next step, which says stop and interview? And so I said, don't y'all want to know what I'm feeling? And they go, yeah. And so I said, well, I hear like some wind or an ocean sound in my ear. And they're all excited. So we start praying again. And then just a few more minutes go by, and I feel heat in my ear. And so I stopped them again. I said, would y'all like to re-interview me and see what I'm feeling? And they go, yes. And so I said, now there's heat in my ear. And so now we're really excited. And so we keep praying. And then finally another lady came over, and she had heard me say that there's some sound and some heat in my ear. So she kneels down beside me. She whispers in my ear, and she says to me, I was praying for, well, first she looks at me and says, I was praying for someone last night who was deaf, and they received their healing. And so I said, well, I'm ready. And so we're all praying, and she kneels down beside me. She starts talking into my ear, and I can hear her. Yes. So praise the Lord.